Welcome back to day 26 of me painting in my garage late at night. Yesterday we put down the base coat of this here skeleton. It consisted of white, yellow, ultramarine blue, and burnt sienna. We mixed it together with this palette knife. We applied it with this brush with the help of this thinner. I'm running a bit low on thinner. I ordered some more. It's coming on Saturday, but I think this will last me till Saturday, hopefully. Fingers crossed. The plan for today is to apply the reds of the red. I decided the can I think should be red. That's not a lot of surface area, so I'm gonna do the blue as well, and I'm not sure what color the eyes should be. Maybe like greenish yellow. Something psychedelic. I'm pretty happy with how this color turned out. It looks good from far away, but up close it has this slightly nauseating. It's kind of gross up close. It looks like moldy a little bit, and I'm not sure if that's just because, I think it's just because I used a bunch of thinner. Oh, also, I got this shirt today at Walmart for $8. Alright, I'm gonna get my tools ready. I'm going to pick out my colors, and then we will begin. We got some of this red, or color, I don't know, it came out of this tube. This tube is old, and New York, made in USA. I don't know, whatever color that is. That's the top of the tube. And here's where I scraped out of, I don't know, it's that color. And then I put in, or I added some ultramarine blue right there to darken it a bit. This is the consistency of, like, very thick. So thick, it's hurting my wrist. Oh boy. I'm a nice color though. It's a nice dark, whatever, like, a nice dark reddish purplish color. Perfect for what I want. Getting a little bit of this terps. Oh, am I odorless mineral spirits? Sorry. Odorless mineral spirits. That's what I'm getting. I don't need such a large brush this time. Use a slightly smaller one here. Be using this Utrecht finest interlocked fur. Alright, definitely going to need some of this stuff because it is very thick. The goal for me right now is just to get base colors down. That way I can build up on top of them and kind of work my way up in terms of like making it lighter and lighter. So right now I'm just doing the dark colors, the shade, what would be in the shade, what would be in the recesses, in the crevasses. This is a very deep purple, but I'm actually really happy with it because it has this kind of gory vibe to it. It's nice and believable. I'm just applying a pretty thin coat. If I were to try and apply it in its state of when I mixed it, I would probably have enough for like my eye socket, just because of how thick and difficult to spread it is. But moving it around like this with the mineral spirits makes it so much more usable, pliable if you will. It paints more akin to a watered down acrylic than an oil paint. And I prefer painting with thinned out oils. I like how they look, and I'm just not comfortable painting with really thick paint. My skill level when it comes to painting is very low, and I don't really know how to handle really thick paint. So until I learn, I'm just going to be watering my stuff down a little bit here. And when I say water down, I mean diluting with mineral spirits. Sorry, it's just easier to say watered down. Alright, that's pretty solid right there. I'm going to add a little bit of I think this brush is thin enough to where I can do the little lines here. One fun thing about using China marker, your under sketch medium, is that when you use the thinner, it kind of activates it because the China markers are oil based. It's like a crayon almost. Like a waxy, oily crayon. And so the mineral spirits dissolve it, and it kind of, with the shading a bit, it just creates this more distinct, defined outline. If that's not what you're looking for, if you're looking for the outline to disappear, then you should probably use something like graphite, because the just kind of under the paint, whereas this stuff gets brought out. You'll notice that here lines are all much darker than they were than, for example, this, because if I were to go over this right here with mineral spirits, it would get much darker. Yeah, I just gotta say how pleased I am with this color. It's very nice color. This would be a good color for the penguin's car. This would be a good color for some intestines or something. A very rich, deep purple, magenta-y color. I also like the burnt, or the brown background, because it kind of feel like I'm painting on an old piece of canvas or something, like in the Middle Ages. Just old and dirty. I like that. Really should have gotten in there more with the skull color. Oh, I should have filled in his nose. Whoops. Didn't think of that. You gotta stop me and tell me that kind of stuff when you see it happen. You gotta reach into your computer and be like, hey, stop, please, fix that. Like I said, I've decided that the can is gonna be red. So I'm just gonna base coat it this color, and then just bring up the like much brighter red and put it on top, and just keep layering. This will just be the base underneath. Kind of like he's drinking a grape soda, which, heck, why not? Grape soda sounds good. Love grape soda. Okay. This time it looks like I've mixed enough paint for everything I'm trying to do here, which is great. I don't know how long it's going to take to complete this painting, but I hope it's worth it. I think that once it's done, this might be one of the few that I get a frame built for, or build my own frame for it, just because I have a feeling I'm really going to like it. I don't think I'm going to hang it up anywhere, but I just like it so far, so we'll see what happens. Okay, we got ultramarine blue and some white. Just mixing that up. Very nice. Yeah, probably good. Don't want it to be too dark. It's a nice blue. I mean, it's not dark at all. That's enough for today. We got the blue down, we got the red-ish color down, golden. Tomorrow we'll do the green. I'm gonna undercoat this green to then bring it up to a yellow. I'll undercoat these green and to bring it out to a yellow as well. And then after that, we'll start building out the, I think I might do the smoke first, and then the eyes. And then, oh, I also gotta color this guy some color. Oh, fun fact. The whites of our eyes are not actually white. They're a very, very, very light blue. So this will be a very, very light blue as well, probably. And then I'll just go over the top of this stuff, and then I'll draw the veins back on it. Don't know what I'm going to do for the background, but I want to make it, like I said, I think I want to do like a gradient of something maybe bright in the center and then getting dark to the outsides. Might not look like much right now, but in a couple days, by next week, it'll look a lot better. So stay tuned. Thanks for following along. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I checked today, I got 5 new people. Wow, I was shell-shocked. I was very happy. That doesn't just happen overnight. But it happened overnight, and it was great. It's a great feeling. I try not to look at the analytics because it's not about that. It's just when I do look at them and there are some upticks, it makes me feel good. I don't get a lot of dopamine hits from my regular day job, so that's how I find my kicks. And I also don't have a lot of time for video games anymore. Well, not anymore, but I just don't have a lot of time for video games in general. I can play on Fridays and Saturdays for about an hour or two if I'm lucky. But I'm prioritizing this. People say if you want to do what you love, you got to make sacrifices. I am sacrificing my video game time. I know it's a big sacrifice, but I think it's worth it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. How interesting. I'm learning so much.